This morning in the Eagle studio from Canawick Productions, we have co-directors of 12 Angry Men, Chuck and Eric, with us. Welcome here.
Good morning. Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
We're excited to have you folks here. 12 Angry Men. Chuck, how long has this been in the works?
Well, it's been a pipe dream for about 12 years. When I say we, I mean Eric and Richard specifically, because they were in the summer show, and that's when we start planting seeds for what we're going to do next. And Richard and I had chatted in May, and we'd almost got to the point where, well, maybe because of timeline, schedules, holidays, maybe we won't. But Eric continually prodded throughout the summer, and and got him talking about 12 Angry Men. So I guess the process would have started in July and August. We cast everyone in September, started rehearsals in October.
And Eric, when it comes to co-directing with Chuck with this, talk about how that's going.
Really well. I mean, Chuck and I have known each other for years. We've performed together a lot of times. You know, we go golfing with a group of guys every once in a while. So it's not like we're just, nice to meet you, we're going to be working together kind of thing. So, no, it's worked really well. We bounce ideas off of each other, get the blocking and things figured out, and we've kept the shouting and cussing to a minimum so far.
One of the words that we had thrown around on the radio today was dream team. And that was one way we talked about the cast. Talk about this cast.
They're phenomenal. There's no other word for it. We kind of put together a list of the guys that we'd love to see do a show like this. Most of them are guys that well, they're all guys that either Chuck or I have known and worked with. A lot of them are ones that both of us have worked with. And they're talented performers. Really good at embodying the characters, and they're all great.
And so when it comes to something like 12 Angry Men, it's a lot of talking. And so how does an actor tackle that and getting ready for their performance?
Just a lot of repetition, a lot of cramming lines, memorizing, trying to come up with mnemonic devices or figuring out the flow of a conversation just to get it in there. Yeah.
And so, Chuck, when it comes to 12 Angry Men, talk about the story that we're going to see unfold on the stage at Kenmore.
It's based on a 1957 movie that in itself starred some fairly heavy hitters, not the least of which was Henry Fonda, which everybody will probably recognize that name even if you haven't seen one of his shows. The show is 12 jurors in 1955 New York City, sequestered to determine the innocence or guilt of a 19-year-old murder suspect. It starts with a vote. The initial vote is 12 guilty and 1 not guilty, and then the anger comes. The characterization of each juror has been we've given the individual actors make your own backstory. There's no names mentioned in this show. They're all 1 through 12. So have a name. Don't tell anybody what your name is. Have a job, have a family, or don't. Making sure that you understand that what you're building as a backstory for your character needs to come out when the sequestering of the jury starts. And it's worked very well. Like Eric said, that we got some heavy hitters, and they're all on board. And I'm constantly, and I'm sure you are too, getting little tidbits from our actors saying, what if, and this and that, and all it's doing is putting depth into a character that if you just looked on the surface, it's just conversation. But there's reasons that he's saying this and why he's saying it in this manner. And that's what's going to make this show something special for sure.
Something that's going to leave the audience thinking. And you mentioned the movie. Should people see the movie first? Do they have to see the movie first?
You don't have to. The play itself follows the movie fairly closely. There are other versions out there. We chose as a director team to stick with the original plot, which is 12 Angry Men, because there are 12 angry jurors, but because we wanted to do it in the setting of 1955. At that time, females were not allowed on grand jury, so we're not misogynistic. We just wanted to be true to the original story.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And so Eric, the room where a jury decides isn't the most exciting place. Obviously, a lot of drama happens there. How do you keep that interesting and exciting on the stage?
Some of it's through motion, making sure that we can move some of the performers to where they need to be, that it'll draw the attention of the audience and things like that. As soon as something moves on a stage that you're not expecting, it's your eyes immediately drawn to it. But a lot of it is just through the strength of the script and the performance of these characters. That we think nobody will be bored by it. There'll be more than enough drama just watching these guys talk. We could be sitting in chairs on stage and it would still be very captivating. So
who is this play for?
If you're expecting something kind of light and easy watching, something that's going to be a laugh a minute, would suggest change your expectations a little bit. But anybody who wants to see, a lot of passion, a lot of conviction, something that'll probably make you think a little bit about maybe some preconceived notions or things like that, how we come to our opinions of things. That's the kind of person that'll really enjoy this performance.
December 8th, 9th, and 10th. If people do want tickets, where can they get a hold of them?
Candlewick.ca is the website. You can order on there. The site also has a phone number for the box office if you'd prefer to deal by phone, and you can pick them up day of at the door.
There we go. Can't wait to see how this goes. Chuck, Eric, thank you so much for coming in.
Thanks for having us.
Ron.
Hey, I'm Ronnie Gunther. Hopefully you enjoyed that video. If you have something going on in the community and you want to share it on the morning show, we'd love to have you. Send us an email at news@pembinavalleyonline.com. If you like the video, give it a like and share it with your friends. We'll see you next time.